welcome to another episode of Quotes to Live By, where I pick a quote each week and discuss it a little bit with you, hopefully giving you a little bit of midweek inspiration or motivation and something to carry with you and think about. So this week I was inspired by a speech that I heard from Jim Carrey at Maharishi University that he did back in 2014. If you haven't heard it yet, I'm going to post a link in my blog, so it's definitely a good commencement address to listen to because he has a lot of wisdom in there. But the quote I picked is from Jim Carrey, and it's from that commencement address, and it goes, "So many of us choose our path based on fear disguised as practicality. What we really want seems impossibly out of reach and ridiculous to expect, so we never really dare to ask the universe for it." And when I heard that quote in that speech, it opened up my mind, and I just had kind of like a whoa moment, because that is just so true about how so many of us make decisions in our lives. We make decisions because they're influenced by fear, and we disguise them because we think it's more practical to make that decision that way because of how we've lived our life up to that point, or how we've seen the people like our parents or other influencers in our lives live their lives. And it just kind of gets passed down from generation to generation, or from whoever you surround yourself with. And fear is the number one reason why so many people don't go after their dreams. They think that their dreams may be silly, or they're afraid of what other people think, or they're afraid that they're going to fail. And it's all just based in that fear of the unknown. And I think that the good news is that we can control how much fear influences our lives. Fear is something that you can decide whether or not you're going to listen to in your head, or if you're going to make the decision based on what you feel in your heart and what you want to go after. And it's something that we need to be careful of in our own minds, because it can skew what the future really is for us. And half the time that fear really isn't the reality. So we need to kind of think about that when we're afraid, if we have a dream in our heart that we really want to pursue and go after. And just remember that, you know what, as long as you have a plan in place and you know you're going to work hard, you're going to make that dream a reality. So you don't have to be so afraid. So I think another reason is other people influence us because they're afraid for us too. They don't want to see us fail. So if you have someone that might not see your dream the way you do and might kind of hold you back from doing something too, it's because they're coming to you from a good place, but they might be afraid too of what the future might look like. But I think you need to remember that even if everyone else thinks you're wrong, you still can be right. Just work hard and go after your dream. It doesn't mean that, if other people think that what your dream isn't going to work out, doesn't mean it won't. It's your dream, so you need to go after it. And another point that I want to make is that how many people do you know who had a big dream in their heart and made that practical decision because they thought that, they weren't going to achieve it because fear took over and they didn't go after that dream. But you can fail at something that you don't really want to do and that you're not passionate about, so you might as well take a chance on doing something that you love and just keep working hard at it. Because if you just have a dream and you're not afraid to face it and you want to put in the work, you'll eventually have rich success. So just keep dreaming big, and I hope that this gives some of you encouragement today to just not make a decision based on fear and just work hard and go after all your dreams. So thank you all. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the week, and Christmas is coming up in 5 days. So for those of you celebrating Christmas, Merry Christmas, and I will see you next week. Take care.